Meow. Alright. There we go. Alright. Welcome back, guys, to Souls of Stormspire. We are done with the very, very difficult battle. It was long and painful, and you guys struggled on defeating the High Priest, but eventually you guys were able to smite him down, basically. During the fight, High Priest was kind of zeroing in on Amraphel, and he was able to kind of deflect some of the frontliners by blinding you guys with the waves of necrotic energy. And during your fight, even though you guys were in a 5v1, noise down the hall and shouts from Zelthara and Dyevva indicated that the crowd of Yuan-ti from the ballroom were starting to close in. So, you guys had to get quick, let's defeat this guy. But due to you guys turning off the crystals, High Priest was weakened, and you guys were able to slay him. The necrotic energy in the room kind of shattered and poured out of the room in kind of a nauseating blast. And you heard the footsteps of the remaining Yuan-ti retreating from the hallway. You guys sat for a moment in probably a lot of pain, taking care of wounds. And then after meeting with Zelthara and Dyevva, you guys made your way towards the exit of this old temple. The people in the inn cried out and rejoiced as their loved ones returned, dazed from the cult slayer. Zelthara, Dyevva, and the young brood said their goodbyes to you guys. And despite her best effort, Nisara was unable to convince them to travel to Stormspire for a new home by rolling 2 natural ones in a row and then stumbling through your words in natural... With advantage. 2 nat ones in a row with advantage. And then nat 20'd your way into the shadows out of embarrassment. Which I think is just so, like, on point for the character, honestly. So, you saw Dyevva and Zelthara instead heading north. And the last thing you heard was Dyevva mentioning her church and trying to go there. As you parted ways, the young ones waved bye-bye, and it left the group to wonder if the cycle of violence will end with that new brood. And now, you guys are free to actually get to Waterdeep this time, which is, wild. But first, we have some rewards to roll. So I need Lethra, Lucian, Nisara, and Zasha to roll me D100s, please.
Well, I'm feeling good about this one.
You know what, 16?
Says, uh-huh.
Not the worst. 34.
That was actually a D20.
If I could type.
All right. Let me just type that out. So, Lethra rolled a 16.
Good enough to drive.
Trevor rolled a 34. Nisara rolled a 42. And Zasha rolled a 33. Unfortunately, none of you guys have to roll on another table. So, we begin our story with you guys saying goodbye to Zelthara and Dyevva, and you hop on your horses and weave through the rest of our deep forest, eager to make your way to Waterdeep. Finally, after what has felt longer than a mere few days, almost a week, you're almost at your destination. You think back on the objectives at the large coastal city and wonder if you'll have time for anything before getting to the council. I think it is the beginning of the day on the 25th. And so you guys have 3 days until the council meeting happens. You are about 2 days' journey on horseback to get to Waterdeep. And currently there is a very warm storm coming in with flashes of thunder and lightning in the distance. And while you're in Ardeep Forest, the canopy is protecting you somewhat, but you're still getting rained on, and there is a strong wind blowing westward. And I'll open it up to y'all.
Sasha is currently taking notes on the thing we had talked about that last week.
Ah, yes, the necklace.
Yeah. Just making sure I have that accurately categorized, and people will figure that out when I use it.
Yes. And I believe for some of you, you guys had items that needed a little bit of updating. So I did update some of your items in your inventory, so you'll be able to see it there. So Zasha, if you go to your inventory, you'll see details regarding items and whatnot. Alrighty.
Nice.
So it is the beginning of the day. You guys are free to travel at whatever speed you like. Just let me know what you're doing, and if you are doing anything during the travels.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, let's get our ass to Waterdeep pretty quick. I'd say no detours, as fast as we can without, taking damage.
Agreed.
All right.
How many creatures do we have with us?
So you have, I believe, 2 horses you guys are sharing. And then Snooker Okanub, which I don't know if that's supposed to count for the horse or for all of the raccoons. I don't know which one to pick, honestly.
But it's a magical horse costume, so as long as that they are the one creature, that's up to you.
So it is the 5 of you people, plus 2 horses, plus Snooker Okanub, so like 8. But if the raccoons break up, then it's more than 10.
They would not be that stupid if I instruct them to not do it, because they would perish and fall to their death. Do we want to expedite our journey and fly? Windwalk?
Oh, I love that spell.
You will have to take an hour to attune to the necklace if you want to do that. You can also attune to it during your first day of journey and then windwalk the rest of the way there. The answer is up to you.
Are people good waiting an hour and then we can windwalk our way?
What about
I
the
mean, I'm
horses?
pretty sure we would get that savings pretty immediately. What about the horses? That's a good question.
I mean, I just have to explain to them what's going on, and as long as they're willing, they'll be fine, and they'll come with us.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the thing you can do, so no issue only.
I can talk to the animals, yes.
Yeah,
Have been doing that for a while.
As long as they're a willing creature, you can windwalk them.
Yes. So it might take some convincing, but I think it'll be good for all of us. So we good if I attune to my necklace here?
100%.
Cool. Sounds good. And then I'm gonna stop for a second. Nasara, do you have resistance to poison? Or what is your...
Double checking, I believe. Yes, resistance.
I have a necklace here that's... What is it? It gives advantage on saves against poison. I don't know who's most likely to get poisoned in our team. I think you're the only one who has been poisoned.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
So if you'd like the necklace, you're more than welcome to it. Don't want to force you to take it either.
No, I don't think I have resistance actually. Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
All right, and I'm going to...
I also have... Sorry, I have this amulet that I've been holding on to forever that I always forget to use. Is you take a 10 on a roll. So if anyone wants that, since I'm taking a new amulet.
Are you saying you could have used that on your double nat ones last session?
I think it's only attack rolls.
I was going to say.
But I'm
You're
gonna double
have a
check.
problem.
You know what? At this point, I've committed to the bit.
It is only
Retcon,
an attack.
Matter.
It's only an attack roll.
Oh, hallelujah!
But that would be
Event.
very funny.
Well, is a nat one in
I
auto?
also suppose I could have used my inspiration like a smart person.
You did have inspiration.
I think
But again,
funnier.
I wanted the rewards, so I commit to the bit.
They're now an hour away from you guys, anyways. So.
Cold, sad, forlorn.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Does that let other people take that thing? Putting it into the chat?
I don't think so, but I can drag stuff over.
Thank you.
Hold on.
As I'm attuning, I just want to throw that over to Nasara. So I feel like it would be more beneficial for her to have it. Oh, be quiet, please.
Alright.
And does the beads count as a necklace, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I can only wear one necklace, right?
I mean, technically you can... I guess you could wear multiple necklaces.
I think you technically can only tune to one.
But you... Okay. Yeah, so...
Unless we don't care about that.
I mean, it makes sense logistically. Like, are you gonna have, like, 6 necklaces on you that you're, like, grabbing different ones to do different things?
Yeah, yoinking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you couldn't have tuned to
Ironically,
that
it
many
sounds
anyway.
sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna... The sun pendant that I got also, I'll just put it in the chat as well. Once per day you can use the pendant to cast protection from evil and good on yourself.
That's sexy.
Would anyone like the not the serpentine amulet, the clockwork amulet, or the sun pendant?
Does the clock work too? Again?
When you make an attack roll while wearing the amulet, you can forego rolling the d20 and get a 10 on the die. Once used, this property cannot be used again until the next dawn. And
You get a 10. Would you add your stuff to it though?
Yes.
yes,
Okay, so you're just auto setting the roll to 10.
yes,
Yeah.
but you cannot roll and then use it. You have to use it.
Yeah.
So who has the highest attack roll?
I think
That's
I'm
what Lucia does.
technically high. Well, actually, no. She has a +1 greatsword, so I think they're the same.
Yes, doesn't that mean we wouldn't want it? Because
No, it would
Or
because
we-
it would be a 10, and then our bonuses, so it would be a very good
Oh.
chance
Would
of
make it
getting hit.
over a 20. So like unless it's
A crazy AC.
yeah,
yeah.
that'll
Then it's a
hit the
guaranteed
vast
hit.
majority of things.
Lucian, you take that one. I feel like I will probably have more shit to attune to because I've got more of a magic bent as well than you. So
I was gonna say in that
Plus,
case,
You want
someone
crits,
should use.
and there's no crits.
Someone want the sun pendant.
Yeah, someone should take that.
Alright, I am moving the clockwork amulet over to Lucian.
I have too much shit that I want to use concentration on. Honestly.
Why is the clockwork
That
amulet?
pendant burns me a little.
Okay, clockwork
Protection
amulet.
from evening guide required, I believe, is a concentration spell.
Alright, who wanted the sun pendant? Sorry. Was that Lethra?
No one yet.
I don't know if I didn't claim it. No,
Okay.
I definitely don't need it.
That's,
We were just talking about
that's
it.
what we were just discussing. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No worries.
I am not gonna take it.
Yeah.
It
Me
burns
neither.
me.
We could also sell it.
Sure.
Alright.
All right.
Or
And-
we'll give it to some holy order and I don't know. Make allies. But typically we don't like holy orders.
Fair. Yeah. Okay. I'll stash it in my inventory. All right. Let me just attune to this necklace then, and then we can get ready to go. And let me convince the horses that they want to come with us.
Alright, roll me.
Yeah, we had a long rest, right?
We used to. No.
We have not hit a long rest post the dungeon.
No.
I thought we did. Oh,
I thought at
swear we
the
did.
end of last session you said
we?
take a long rest level up.
Oh, wait,
I
no, we,
definitely
no,
took
no,
one.
no,
We did,
no,
yeah.
no, we did, we did,
Then
we
this
did,
is
we
the
did.
start of a day. Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
I'm panicking.
We're level 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Level 7.
Yep.
Long rest. It's been a while, guys.
Been a while.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Well, alrighty then. Do we need to roll anything for the hour that we sit while I attune?
For the hour? No.
Cool. I know I need to roll stuff for talking to the horses.
Yes, please roll me an animal handling check for convincing the horses that the magic you're going to put on them is okay, and even though they feel weightless, they can move freely.
Quick question: does the clockwork amulet need attunement or not?
It will tell you if it needs attunement.
Okay.
I believe it does. Or
I
no,
believe
does not. What?
I don't know. It's already out of my
That's why I
inventory.
asked, because I figured it would need it.
Wait, it doesn't?
Oh.
Fuck.
Attunement not required.
Ah. Well, damn.
Okay then. I'm gonna go over to my horsies and just give them some love and explain to them in the nicest way possible that this is in their best interest, so we can just save some time and save them some stress of having to go up and down hills for a bit. And doesn't that sound nice?
Alright. Give me that animal handling check.
Sounds very
Is
good.
this one that I can cast guidance on myself?
I would say yes. You guys are not in any
Okay.
like stress or sneaky situation.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 27, the horses are like, "Oh, we get to take a break. We don't have to run around."
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's fantastic. I've been tripping on roots this whole time we've been in this forest.
Yeah, we didn't really think about that for you guys, but we're gonna keep you in our mind now, and we're gonna go to a place that has a lot less roots. So, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Alrighty, and turn back to the party. Are we ready to go, and is everybody willing?
Yes.
Ready and willing.
Consent is key.
All right, you guys turn into clouds. Like when you're traveling to Waterdeep as this kind of mass of wind, basically. Are you traveling up high? Are you traveling basically at the level of walking? Like, what would your surroundings be? And you guys don't have to follow the same. If someone wants to go up high and someone wants to stay down low, you guys can also do that.
How
I
fast we
see no
going?
reason to not go at least a little bit up.
Yeah, I'd say like enough that we can jet, but also, we don't need to go above the clouds or any shit.
Yeah, enough that we can check out what's going on below us.
All right. So you guys rise up basically to the top of the canopy. You guys kind of want to still see down below you, but not so high that the canopy is kind of blocking your view. But up at this level, obviously, you're not getting hit with the rain, but you see the rain is coming down a lot harder, and the thunder and lightning is hitting a lot, or is coming down over the horizon. So Windwalk,
Very, very frightening.
very, very, very frightening.
Me.
300 feet per 6 seconds. Hold on.
And it lasts for 8 hours?
It does last for 8 hours or until you dismiss it. Yeah, reverting takes a minute, during which time a creature is incapacitated and cannot move. While you're in Cloud 4, you have a flying speed, and you have resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. The only actions you guys can take is the dash action, or to go back to your normal form. And if the effect ends while you're up in the air, you fall. So
Lovely.
let me just scroll down a
How
little
many
bit.
miles are we from Waterdeep?
Well, I didn't really have a super accurate map made of miles. I was kind of going by tiles, to be completely honest with you.
I'm making you do math.
So yeah, so I'm
It's it's a mile in just under 2 minutes.
all right. I'm
And then we
currently
have to just figure out how far is a tile.
trying to figure that out.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I feel like they're like 20 miles, but I could be pulling that number out of my ass.
I
I don't know, I feel like it's arbitrary.
think it is 20 question mark.
I feel like it's whatever Ashley wants it to be.
Yeah.
This is true.
All right.
Oh wait, 1 hex equals 12 miles / travel time based on normal pacing. That's what your map says.
Really?
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
Looking at the key.
Ah, shit.
Damn. We got tools.
All right. Well, I have dug my own grave here. All right, you guys fly at a speed of like 30 miles an hour. So we're for the sake of just my sanity, we'll do each quote unquote day of travel that I have here would take an hour, is what I'm gonna do. Which is wild.
Walk.
So in the first hour, you guys make it right at the edge of our deep forest. And in this first hour of travel, you don't really see too much inside the forest. You see some woodland creatures just walking around. You see a couple of travelers going down the road that you would have been traveling on. And you see some old structures that seem to be overtaken by nature, right kind of at the edge of this forest. And as you guys are traveling, I need you all to roll me a d20. Please.
Fuck me.
All right.
Hey.
Call me Party Charlie.
Party Charlie.
Why does it say party for all of us?
Because you're, the map you're on currently, only the party token is there.
It's party and
Reefer's
Josh.
not
We
home
got
right
it.
now. It's Charlie now.
So, as you guys are flying, obviously you're seeing thunder and lightning come down and hit some trees, and
Very, very frightening.
there is a lightning strike that hits a tree very close by to where you guys are, but none of the effects of the lightning bolt actually affect your cloud form. So you guys continue on until you reach kind of the I had a whole thing to talk about in terms of like you guys cresting over a hill and whatnot, but you guys fly, and you notice that the land is moving kind of upwards. It's starting to be a little more rocky, a little more hilly, because this is kind of the start of the Sword Mountains, even though I don't have little hills right here. But it's starting to go upwards. And as you fly over a ridge, you see water deep below, maybe like a couple feet away from you. You guys have made it to your destination. You see below you, you see a Waterdeep, which was once a shining jewel of sword and sorcery, evolve into a marvel of mechanical innovation. You see Waterdeep alive in steel and steam, its breath rising into the sky in great hissing clouds. Towering walls, bristling with copper piping and whirring lenses, stretch wide across the landscape. And you see 2 checkpoints at the entrance of this city. Actually, let me... I can actually open up the Waterdeep map. What do you mean you don't own any token with vision in the scene? Give me 1 second. Water deep. Why is it not token vision? There we go. So you see that there are 2 checkpoints. You're kind of off the map at this point. Or more over here. You're up on a ridge in your cloud form. I'm just trying to give you guys a picture. From your vantage point on the ridge, you see the city sprawling like a living machine. Lights are blinking in steady rhythms, and you see a train shriek past into the Steamlink terminal on tracks of glowing runes. You see floating guard sentries drifting along the perimeter, their mechanical wings beating softly, and their glass eyes kind of scanning the perimeter. And yeah.
Does this just look like typical security for a city?
It does look like typical security. It does look like there is a checkpoint at the first checkpoint. There seems to be a halt. You're seeing more of a line start to form there, but it's moving steadily, and people are checking in before they enter the city. And remind me, has any of your characters been to Waterdeep, or would you say that your characters have been to Waterdeep?
Probably not, unless I've been sent on an errand here.
Probably if I was a young child.
All right.
So it's been a minute.
Yeah, only if it would have been on tower business, because otherwise I don't think I ever made it this far north.
All right. For Zasha, this city has advanced rapidly since you were last here as a young girl. When you were here as a young girl, first of all, there was more wards than what is currently in the city, and there wasn't as much mechanical advancements around, and there definitely wasn't a train. This is fairly new technology. As for Nisara and our good friend Lethra, if you guys wouldn't mind rolling me a d20 to kind of figure out if you guys were or weren't sent on an errand recently.
Let's find out. D20?
Mm-hmm.
D20.
All right. Lethra, you definitely were sent here recently. So you know a little bit about at least the general areas of this city. So, as a little bit of background for you, and we can say that your character shares this later, or whatever, there are 5 wards that this city is split into. There is the South Ward, where you know that you enter from, and the South Ward is the most bustling part of the city compared to the Dock Ward that is across the tracks. Ever since the train has kind of split this ward in 2, there has been a vast difference in the locale in both of those areas. The South Ward is known for their pop-up shops, as well as a blacksmith called Mistral's Gears and Garbs. And it is the area where you have the entrance to New Dolblund, which is located in the recently damaged Trades Ward. You may have not gone down there yourself, but you know it is a massive pit in the middle of this ward, like a sinkhole, that they have set up kind of elevators to go up and down in. The dock ward is a maze of cranes, loading rigs, and submersible barges. Sorry. Wait, no. That is for later. Alright. You see airships also docking at massive floating pylons tethered to brass chains. And despite being the main hub for imports, the only building you recall seeing is an old apothecary that you probably went on an errand for, honestly, for some materials. And there's also an affordable inn that you never really went to when you came here because there was a convenient inn right by the entrance of the South Ward. The Castle Ward in the center of the city is the administrative core of the city. The ward features massive gear-driven lifts and elevated walkways, and there are new shops and high-end inns that have popped up there since the devastation that happened in the old trades ward. The University Ward is one of the northern wards, where the prestigious Waterdeep University lays. It is the heart of all things arcane and mechanical, and the shops found here are more specialized compared to the rest of the city. And then finally, the North Ward, which you probably didn't go into, but maybe you had walked by, is the wealthiest district and lacks the abundance of shops. There are glass-domed estates and ether-powered security golems lining the streets of this ward. Other places that would be of note to you is the new Dolblend entrance, which brings you to an underground hanging city, where many of the shops of the trades ward ended up moving after being destroyed. And also the High Conclave Spire, where, actually Amraphel, you would know that this is where the council holds their annual meetings. Yeah, that was a lot of background, but I can repeat things for you as you guys explore. But, yeah, welcome to Waterdeep. You traveled for 2 hours. It's almost, it's late morning at this point. You can choose to try and fly into the city in your cloud form, or you can take a moment to uncloud yourself and then walk up to the actual entrance itself. What would you like to do?
The one that won't get me shot out of the sky.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should
100%
probably
the one
get
that
down
we
now.
don't present a security risk.
Error. You see just some turrets start shooting.
Alrighty. Are we ready?
Nick, I think your microphone is broken again.
Son of a bitch.
I just realized I can hear him outside of my headphones, and I cannot hear him in chat. But yeah, if you guys all want to take the time to uncloud, it'll just take a minute of your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Uncloud.
You have been unclouded. So, as you approach the outer checkpoint, I'm just going to put you kind of here. A line of tired folk winds its way towards an inspection. You see some clockwork inspectors barking orders in unison while automaton enforcers usher people through iron arches lined with glowing blue glyphs. You smell burning coal, bitter alchemical runoff, and beneath it, somewhere very distant in the city, a sweet aroma drifting from the city's higher levels. As you make your way into the line, a young girl stares at you as you pass. She sits kind of off to the side of the queue, observing the travelers coming and going. And
Once we see the girl, I'm gonna make a conscious note.
you gonna make a conscious note?
The girl?
He cut out again.
That's unfortunate.
Well,
Never know what that note was about.
Amraphel is making a conscious note of something. Let me see if he sent me a message or anything.
I'm gonna move my coin purse to somewhere that is not reachable from like outside my cloak or whatever.
All right. As you see the girl, you tuck your coin purse out of the way.
Do we all see her?
Yeah, you guys. She's just staring at people as they pass. She's sitting on kind of an old stump, and she's just kind of blankly staring at people.
I guess Sasha will, when she walks by, just smile nicely.
Let me double check.
Lether's gonna watch what Zasha does and see what that exchange looks like. Like, how does the girl respond? Because she's curious.
All right. Nasara, were you going to do something as well?
Actually, I'll wait for that.
You'll wait.
And then I'll I'll also watch.
All right, Sasha, you give this girl a warm smile, and she still has this blank look on her face as she is staring. She seems to kind of stare past you almost.
Interesting. And I keep walking.
All right.
I'll flash her a thieves' can't sign, like a really subtle one, under my cloak. Something like I don't know. Friends.
All right. You flash a friend sign, and this girl is just staring blankly ahead at all of the people. But you do see another little kid kind of running by, and they stop and see your sign and sign back to you, mermaid.
Huh.
And then they run back into the city. But the little girl does not respond to your thieves' cant.
Alright, fair enough. Hey, I might have made a mistake. We'll see.
Does mermaid mean anything?
I would assume it is the name of an inn.
Oh, not that child's a mermaid.
That would be funny.
Probably.
That shit's crazy.
I would say that the thieves' cant language is like go and then mermaid.
It's useful for two things. You gotta tell someone to go, or you say there's a mermaid around here. It's a
Go,
complex
mermaid.
language.
That's just the university sports team.
Let's go,
Listen.
mermaid.
Listen. Listen.
Okay, I want to go up to this child. I want to interact with the child. I'm just
Mermaid
gonna kind
child
of
or the
crouch
dead
down.
child?
Wait, is there a dead child?
No, the dead-eyed child. Sorry.
Oh my god! It's like, whoa, what the fuck? I missed that.
What did Lether miss?
Yep.
Oh
good
no,
job.
Lether
I
killed
skipped
kid.
a word there. I apologize.
Oh, Farron do be eating children. But no, speaking of Farron, I'm gonna crouch down and say, hey, you wanna meet my friend? I feel like with this
Um,
music right now, this sounds a lot more menacing than it is, but it's I promise it's sweet. She's being really nice.
hey, you want to meet my friend?
He's
Yeah.
trying to be nice.
Not a predator at all.
Some kids like edgy stuff. We'll see.
Ones that are dead-eyed, though.
Lethra, roll
I'm trying
me.
pet therapy.
Roll me a. You can choose me to roll me either a persuasion check to like, just focus on like figuring like uplifting this girl's spirits because there's something wrong, or you
Mhm.
can roll me an investigation check as you're closer to see kind of what's going on here.
Well, +6 versus -1. I know which one I'm doing.
All right. With the 15, she does go from kind of staring blankly ahead at the crowd to looking at you. And then she just kind of starts to glare at you. She doesn't say anything. She just glares at you.
Can Zasha run up like a perception investigation check on what is happening after she
Yeah, of course.
yeah. You said investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
With a 9 for investigation, you don't notice too much about you don't have a feel of what's going on here, but you do see that her fingernails are all darkened and bloody.
Ooh.
Okay.
When I see the glare, can I insight check that just to like see if I can kind of peer behind the eyes and like, is this malice directed at me? Is she just troubled? What's going on here?
Yeah, sure. Roll me an insight check.
Eesh. Kids be crazy. that's what I'm pulling away from that.
As you're trying to scope her out and get a feel for her, you don't really feel much. And then she stands up on the stump and points at you.
Ether, what'd you do?
I don't feel good about that in any way, so
She begins to grin, kind of wickedly, before you see her tear up and start to scream, "That bad woman killed my mommy." And she's starting to wail over and over.
Hey, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oof. Okay. I want to
In the shadows.
I'm just gonna turn generally to the group and say, handle this. And Luther is going to just get, like, not sprint, but like, I'm assuming this is a bustling street. It's not like immediately this is going to cause a scene. So I'm going to just fast walk the fuck out of there.
All right, yeah. You guys are nearing the front of the checkpoint, and like there are a lot of people around, so you can easily blend into the crowd again and make your way further into the city, I assume is what you're doing?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
So you branch off from the group and head into the city. And it is a very bustling area. As you enter, you notice that there are giant buildings advertising the travelers, and one of which is one that you just frequent because it's convenient when you come here, which is the Yawning Portal. And there is also a brewery behind it called Troll Skull Manor. And that is what you see. The rest of you,
Okay.
how do you handle the child?
I wouldn't nothing to do with this. I'd like to leave.
Yeah, Zasha just keeps walking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Yep.
fucking
All right.
I'm gonna take
well-
I'm gonna take a mental image of the child, but also just leave.
Since you're taking a mental image, give me a perception check real quick.
Percepto. Not bad.
As you're starting to make your way back into the crowd, you catch a glimpse of her as you look back to try and memorize what she looks like, and you see her eyes kind of start to glow, and then as people bump into you, the little girl is gone. She disappears.
That's some spooky ass shit.
Wonderful.
And you guys make your way, the rest of you, to the checkpoint. You were stopped momentarily, but I don't believe any of you guys have, like, illegal shit on you. That I know of.
Nope.
No.
No.
Well, because you did
We're
come
cool.
across that cart of drugs, but I think you burned the cart of drugs. So you guys are cool.
Oh, yeah, we burned it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So as you guys pass through these arches with glyphs, the glyphs kind of do like a little wave of light, but they don't flash or anything. There's no indication that something went wrong, and you're able to pass through the checkpoint. And the other gate doesn't have as much of a line. People are passing and going very frequently. No one is being stopped to get scanned or anything. So you guys are able to enter the city fairly quickly. And you are now within Waterdeep. And you still have 3 days until the council meeting.
Woo, shopping!
So you guys are
Say,
free.
3 days?
3 days. You guys saved so much time!
Yeah.
3 days.
That was fucking
Yeah.
sweet.
Happy to
Um,
help. I only want to use that, though, when we're, like, you know, kind of fighting against the clock. Because otherwise we miss fun things out in the wilderness.
Correct.
Fair enough.
Oh, absolutely. But we were fighting against the clock, so good
Oh,
shit.
100%. I kind of figured Anansi's body is kind of important.
Oh wait, did we find Letha already?
Lethra, did you go anywhere? Or did you just kind of settle somewhere?
Oh, I forgot we were I forgot about that. I mean, I think I would have gone through the checkpoint as quick as possible and then like took up a vantage point so I would see when they also got through the checkpoint. I feel like that would be the only guaranteed way to
Alright.
see that they would come through.
You kind of post up by the Yawning Portal, and you see a what looks like a waitstaff dressed in adventurer's gear. And she keeps trying to talk to you and other people walking by, saying, "Hero, please come and enjoy our festivities," and it's gesturing towards the inn or whatever. But after a bit, she stops bothering you, and you see your friends walk through the second gate.
Well, I will just kind of calmly walk over to them and just ask, find anything about the demon child?
No. Her eyes
might
started
have been-
glowing and then she vanished into thin air.
Oh, cool. Glad she pointed at me. Things just stay awesome around here.
I
God.
mean,
All right. Well, where are we going?
you tried to engage.
I was being nice, Nasara. God damn it. I was gonna let her see my dog, and instead I got accosted. So I'm feeling like I'm
You
a
know
real
how that
victim here.
sounds,
Nice is
right?
Just asking for it.
You don't
Dog,
just ask
D-O-G.
children, do you want to see my dog? Or do you want to meet my friend? That's a little sketchy.
I don't think that was the problem here. This was not
Literally
stranger
what you
danger.
said.
This was glowing eyes and murder accusations.
I mean, they
I
were
think if I was
ultimately
more
smart.
normal-
It got you away. It saved their life.
You're right. The
Potentially.
disappearing act. I'm under attack. I'm coming under fire from my friends. I'm going to the bar. Fuck you guys. Point at Amraphel, say you're cool, and I turn around and go find the bar.
All right,
Hey,
at,
bar time.
at 11 a.m., Lethra goes, I'm done with this shit.
Yup.
Get me a drink.
Yup.
So,
Coincidentally, in tune with my side quest.
so, here's the thing. There are multiple inns and bars in the area. The only one you probably have gone to, Lethra, is the Yawning Portal and Troll Skull Manor, because those are the closest and easiest to get to. Also, they're kind of middle ground price without being sketchy as fuck. You can check there, or you can ask around the townsfolk that are just walking by. But in order to find, what is the brew called? What is the brew called? Lilywell. You're gonna have to do a little digging. It might just be here, but
I mean, hey, start somewhere. I'll go bar hopping. Let's hit the Yawning Portal, which is such a title. We're getting on me for my wording with the child. But yeah, I'm gonna get right up in there.
hey.
A famous one.
All right. Do you guys all go to the Yawning Portal?
Probably best we stay together now that we're in the big city.
All right.
Mhm.
You are indeed in a huge city. The Yawning Portal is a gaudy 3-story inn with a massive animatronic dragon head above the entrance that yawns fire every hour.
Oh wow.
This is a Lethra and probably Amraphel, because you have been here with with Anansi, or maybe Anansi didn't stop here. That's up to you. But it is popular with travelers that are new to Waterdeep, as it offers flashy comfort, and some novelty excursions. The staff wear mock adventurer gear and call every guest a hero.
No, see, my headcanon is that Anansi would love this fancy Bugaboo Creek ass nonsense. So yeah, I think that we did stop here.
Alright.
So I will absolutely go in. And I'll just sidle up to the bar. I'll find a spot that I feel like has a good. It's like I want to chat up the bartender. You know, I want to chat up whoever's there who looks like, you know, not just adolescent wait staff, but someone who knows how to make drinks. I feel like I could suss that out decently well.
All right. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so you guys enter the Yawning Portal, and it is immediately you're hit with loud, crowded, and a little bit stinky, but more like stinky like a bunch of beer and stuff has gotten spilled all over the floors. And so it's a little sticky and stuff smells kind of stinky. And it is hard to find a spot at the bar table itself, other than like kind of crowding into the corner where the wait staff would go to kind of grab drinks and bring them to tables. And you notice a lot of the wait staff actually are these, what you would say, like the adolescents that don't really know anything. They all kind of look a little bored, but put on this cheeky little smile every time a guest looks at them. And there are 3 bartenders at this bar, one of which looks like they're in training. The other one is training them, but seems a little young and inexperienced themselves. And then there is a tiefling that is currently preparing a Manhattan for a nearby dragonborn.
Love it. Okay. Well, I will sit nearby and kind of watch them prepare the drink, analyze their technique, and wait for them to be done.
Alright. You notice that the technique of this bartender is very flashy. And he does things like using magic to kind of like flick the shaker into a little spin before balancing it on his head and doing some crazy shit for the people around him. But despite the gimmicky kind of tricks that he's doing to impress the people around him, the concoction that they're making for a Manhattan is quite well made. You don't see anything wrong with the amount of ingredients that they're putting into everything. This person is not the heavy pourer. You look across the bar actually, and you see the trainer telling the trainee to just kind of dump and not pay attention to how much you add. But this guy seems to know what he's doing.
Okay.
He knows the 3-1 splash ratio.
Yeah. That.
Okay. I'll wait for him to be done and try to catch his eye. And when I guess do I get him to come over to me?
Yeah, he's paying attention to the people around him that are coming up, and he looks at you, and he kind of leans in and just goes, "Hello, hero. What would you like to drink tonight?"
I'll just give a smirk and say, like, listen, we don't have to do that. Make me what you'd make yourself alone.
You see kind of his face drop, not in like a upsetting sort of way, but in a, oh, thank God. And he just kind of turns over and starts making something in the background. And give me a second to think of something. Roll. Well, that one's not fun. Hold on. All right. He turns around with a tall glass that has it's transparent orange with bubbles sitting on the bottom of the glass, like almost heavy, like. An orange slice decorates the side of the glass, and as you sip it, tastes of a mixture of orange, lemon, and ginger with a vague hint of spice.
Okay. Good stuff, man. And I guess whatever it would cost, I'll slide him that with a bit of tip on it, like 50%.
He kind of looks awkwardly around, like, I don't know what to charge for this. And he looks at kind of a menu board and points and goes, 1 gold.
One
All right.
gold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got
1 gold.
God damn.
Um, as you drink
I'll
this
give him...
concoction, by the way, you feel almost rejuvenated. And if you had any stomach aches, the stomach aches are kind of gone.
Huh.
Also, for the next 6 hours, you feel a little more resistant to the cold breeze that sometimes hits you from the wind.
Jesus, that was straight up a potion.
That is awesome, and I love that I already have that because of my heritage, but that's still very cool. He gets me. But, alright, so I want to chat him up and say, like, listen, this is what I wanted to test. You know your shit. You know your way around a drink. Respect that. I'm looking for some kind of rare stuff. Me and my girl run a tavern way back, far from here. I'm looking for... Oh, what's this name of it? I am looking for Lilywell. Do you have any connections? Anyone you can introduce me to or just point me towards? I'll throw a hearty extra tip on what you've already given me here, if you do.
You see him kind of grimace a little. He goes, ooh, bad timing. The drink you're looking for was previously manufactured in the trades ward. So if you're gonna find that, you're gonna have to shop around a little bit. Maybe some of the other inns still have stock, but yeah, it was destroyed, and I haven't heard from the owner. I don't know if they set up shop somewhere else or not.
That's crazy. I'm willing to drop a little money on this. Do you guys have like your private stock that you only bring out for your most enterprising customers?
Oh no, we can't afford Lilywell.
Okay. Well, I'm not a big frequenter of the city. I knew this spot. It's what it kind of came into first, but you probably know the place better than I do. Where do your real aficionados go for their fancy cocktails? Because that's probably where I'm starting.
Well, I can think of a couple places. I mean, if you're looking to go somewhere a little bit more upscale, maybe they'll have it there. There's Mother Falthorn's House of Pleasure up in the castle ward. It's a little more pricey, but they always have really good stock, so they might still have some of this Lilywell. There's also, and I wouldn't really recommend going here, but there is this inn called the Blushing Mermaid down by the dock ward. It's a little sketchy, if you ask me, but if there's any Lilywell on the, on the side market or something, it might be there. And then otherwise, there's a couple of estates down in New Dobland that I don't know if they do drink or if they do herbal remedies. I honestly forget. But that's also an option, although that's gonna, you gotta wait for the lift to come, and it costs a couple gold to go up and down. But I mean, if it's there, it might be worth it. I'm sorry, I can't be of more help. You seem like
very helpful.
You seem like a good person, and I'm so glad that you don't need to be called a hero.
Yeah, and you're a fucking great bartender. Thank you for your time. What's your name, man?
Motherfucker.
I'm just polite, Ash. I'm sorry.
on.
Manners. Ugh.
Oh,
Tiefling B.
he actually holds out his hand and he says, "Call me Kenneth."
Beautiful.
I'm just imagining him as the page from 30 Rock, and that makes me happy. I'll shake his hand with a smile and say, Kenneth, Lether, it's been a pleasure. You have a good night, and I'm sorry about the hero thing. And I give him a little salute, and I spin on my heels and walk out.
Before you walk out, as you shake his hand, and you don't have to respond to this at all if you don't want to, his hand is very cold.
Do I recognize him? Okay, I'll see that, I'll feel that when I shake his hand, and I'll just look up. And do I recognize him from the prison?
So this is very interesting for you to ask such a thing.
I'm thinking tiefling who's cold.
So you grab this tiefling's hand, and at once, with the grip and with the temperature, you think back to the prison that you were in not too long ago, or the cell that you walked by not too long ago. But as you look at this tiefling, their skin is purple, not blue. But they kind of flash you a happy smile as he shakes your hand. Pleasure to meet you. I don't know why I changed my voice.
Oh no, he was hiding his voice the whole time. Okay, well,
Real voice confirmed.
I have no reason to be suspicious, so I will stay totally, charm on, and I'll just think about that, I guess, and kind of wonder what that means. I mean, it's not like the other one was malevolent. He wanted us to not defile bodies, which in my book is a cool guy way to be. So I'm just gonna leave with that knowledge and to be like, oh, okay. All right, tieflings, you're doing something. What did we determine that guy was an acolyte of? Because I feel like we did determine that, right? Was it Bahamut?
You don't
Yeah, I
know.
believe so.
You don't know if this person was an acolyte of anyone, but there was a line from Bahamut's creed on the wall.
Okay.
So you may
Okay,
may interpret that as you will.
That is the connection I was thinking of. All right. Well, I'm chilling. Yeah, I want to go check out some of those other bars, but I mean, I guess it sounds like we're going to the fucking Mermaid anyway, and that's the closest one. So, I mean, that's my takeaway. What are other folks up to?
Yeah. So
I've just kind of been hanging out around you.
yeah, I was about to ask, what is everyone else doing while Lether is having this interaction with the barkeep?
I am making sure that Snook stays as Snook. The guys can easily get lost in the big city, and I know that they're very excited, but I want them to understand the dangers of strangers, and that some people might not love having raccoons around. So just encouraging them to stay as one for a bit, hang out, and I'm also trying to keep an ear to the ground of just like general happenings of the area, of the lands, of the city, politics, whatnot.
All right. There's a couple things there. One, as you're talking to Snooker Knub, you hear one of the raccoons within the magical horse suit going because they're so excited. Two, I assume you're with the other horses as well. Maybe, like, you took a second before you went inside. So actually, a worker from the yawning portal comes up and goes, "Oh, hello, hero. Would you like me to bring your noble steeds to the stables?"
Oh, my name's not Hero. You might have me confused with somebody else. No, thank you. They're gonna stick with us. And Sasha kind of just, like, narrows her eyes and is very suspicious of this person.
Oh my goodness.
This person immediately takes a step back and goes, "No, sorry. I work at this establishment. I didn't know if you wanted your horses housed while you're visiting the city, but I'll leave you alone. Sorry for bothering you."
Oh, not a problem. Have a good one.
You too. And as she walks away, you hear her muttering, but it's not very intelligible. And then looking around. Yes, 3. Roll me a perception check for getting your bearings around the immediate area.
Guidance. 27 again.
All right. As you are looking around, you see a lot of unfamiliar faces among the people walking about. There are people from all walks of life, all types of different races. There's also automatons walking around, running errands, and some clockwork creatures also just kind of going about their business. The only thing that seems a little bit, a little more flashy, is you see a big kind of banner bouncing around in the crowd. And with the 27, you try to peer towards the banner, and you see there is a bright red pepper painted on the banner, and you see a little goblin bouncing around heading north.
Range.
What's on the banner?
A bright red pepper.
Bright red pepper.
And you see a little goblin holding this banner with, like, kind of what looks like bags of items in their, like, attached to their sides. And they have a big top hat. And they are walking northwards, kind of down this large street, so weaving through the crowds as nimbly as it possibly can.
Is this, I had his name. Is this the goblin we met before?
You mean Bablano Pepperpot?
Thank you, Bablano. Yes, Bablano.
It does, in fact...
I just got Poblano, guys. Oh my god. Ash, that's very funny. Holy shit.
Wait, you just got that? Oh my
I
god.
just got it.
Just you wait.
Oh no.
Trying to go through my notes to see where I wrote Bablano's name down. Could not
Oh,
find it.
he's gonna have
in
family
time.
named Bobanero or some shit, isn't he?
Does he look a little bit like Sean Evans in goblin form? Because that's what I'm picturing, and it's doing a lot for me.
Incredible.
I don't know who Sean Evans is.
Thanks, Nick.
Hot Ones?
Guy.
Please,
the
please.
Hot Ones host.
Oh. We'll say sure. Goblin form. Sean Evans.
Goblin Sean Evans.
Yes.
It's canon.
I'm just gonna write that down. Hold on.
I mean, 100% Sasha is going to follow him. She is too intrigued not to.
All right, you branch off. We'll get to that in a second. The
Yep.
rest of you, I guess we'll go down the list. Nisara, what are you doing during this time?
Well, if we're splitting up, I guess I'll venture about to try to find an enchanted bow and price that out.
All right.
Because, God, I need to hit something.
Nasara's going shopping. Before we get to the shopping, Lucian, what are you doing?
Lucian is about to step into the yawning portal and sees their whole shtick and just immediately turns around and leaves. And
All right.
I was gonna say he's just gonna stand there if everyone was waiting in the bar, but if people are going to branch off, you said what street did Zasha head?
Zasha headed northwards.
Like this way?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of going towards this way anyways, so
All right.
You gonna follow me?
sure.
All right. So you two head northwards to Mistral's Gears. Well, towards the direction of Mistral's Gears and Garb. One of you going there, and the other one following a goblin. Nasara is going shopping, so Nasara would be like browsing around probably in the same street area, trying to find, a sign for, magic shop or something.
Armorers, magic armorers.
Magic armors, yeah. Amraphel, what are you doing during this? Hi, Charles. Hello, Charles.
I was just kind of hanging with Lethra / follow her around.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, we will.
I have no. Well,
Sorry.
I do have goals, but those can come later.
You have goals? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, goals with being in the city. I have shit I want, but that can come later.
All right. Large city. Roll generate. All right. We are going to start with Nasara. And actually, I'm going to pull your tokens onto the board because you guys are splitting up. And it'll just make a lot more sense for my little brain to comprehend what's going on. So we got Zasha and Lucian headed this way. Nasara, you are probably on that street currently, but we'll get to you in a second. Lethra and Amraphel are in the yawning portal. And that is where we begin. So, Nasara, you are looking around currently at a lot of pop-up shops. There's a lot of, food stalls, there's fortune tellers. Nothing too official in terms of stores, but, some odds and ends, some trinket shops here and there. But as you look for signs for, more official places of business, roll me a, I guess, perception check for, looking around.
You were talking to me, were you?
Sorry?
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. No, I died for a second.
That's okay.
My headphones fucking fucked off. Perception. That go. Perception.
All right. So you will make it to an area that sells magical bows. I swear to God you will. However, you do get lost for a couple hours in the city.
Okay.
Just wandering about. Nothing too extreme. Just kind of getting your bearings. And as you're walking around, you're seeing some other store names. Such as, hold on, this one that you're walking by right now, Hollow Spoke. And I think that's the only one that was... Oh, I didn't hide the other ones. No! Alright, well, other ones magically appeared on your screen. Just imagine that.
Whoops.
So, after a couple hours, it's probably like a little after lunchtime, you do finally make it. Oh, actually, this is kind of funny. After a couple hours of walking around, you make it to Mistral's Gears and Carve. Which at this point, Lucian has probably already left. But we're gonna do your shopping trip first. So what are you in there looking for specifically? Just any sort of bow?
Longbow, magical, hopefully. Yeah, mostly just trying to price stuff out. I'm not sure I'll have. I probably won't have enough gold for anything.
Alright, hold on.
But yeah, a +1 longbow would be nice. Anything beyond that would be bonus.
Why are you barking? Charles. Sorry, hold on one second. Charles. Alright. What are you doing? No barking. Absolutely not. You stop it right now. Stop it right now. +1 longbow at least. So sorry, I just don't have this up, so I'm looking for it.
No worries.
Why is it not showing? Alright, so a +1 longbow. This is a big city, so a +1 longbow is an uncommon item, which really isn't that uncommon. So they do have a stock of your generic +1 longbows, and that will run you about 500 gold.
I think our party only has 600.
On you now.
How much? Oh, 700. How much do I have? Only 72. Okay. Cool.
But you could... It is widely in stock, and you could probably scrounge it up with your, teammates if you are, if you talk it through.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get the Yuan-ti Serpent Fang dagger appraised. I mean, I know what it does, but I just don't know how much it's worth. While I'm here.
It is... This is also an uncommon magical item. And as the gnome holds up the dagger and kind of examines it, he goes, "Where did you find this?"
stopped. Don't worry about it. The owners won't come looking for it. Oh, that was the worst thing to say. I did not say that.
He blinks at you. That wasn't what I was
Old
asking.
smooth talker Nistara at it again.
The nat 1 has carried over into the social interactions.
It's permanent. Permanent charisma debuff.
I'm just bad today. I apologize.
Well, given that answer from you, I can sell this to you for 150 gold. Or not sell it to you, take it from you for 150 gold.
I mean, doesn't sound terrible. I'll hang on to it for now, though. It might be useful still. But I appreciate it.
All right, let me know if you find any other goods that the owners won't come looking for it. You know? It just goes back to hammering some swords.
Fair enough.
All
I'll
right.
go back to everybody. Hey, I think I found a fence.
You found a fence. No. All right. Back to current time. Zasha and Lucian, you guys are making your way down this main street. And Zasha, you see this goblin heading into kind of this, like, kind of dilapidated zone. There is, like, a dirt path, but it looks like the goblin is heading their way towards the new Dolblund entrance.
Is that like the hoity-toity area again?
No, New Dolblund is a revitalized underground city. It's a...
Oh.
It is otherwise dubbed as the Hanging City. And from what you heard from, I guess, Amraphel and Lether talking about it, this kind of replaced the trades ward in a way. So there is a lot of different shops and odds and ends places in this underground city.
Okay. I guess is Bablana within earshot of, like, would I be able to call out to him before he gets there, or do I not have the time?
I mean, if you, like, run through the crowd, you can probably get close enough to yell out to him. Yes.
Then I'm gonna, like, quickly turn to Lucian, be like, hold right here for a moment, and I run and try to get Bablano's attention.
Alright. It doesn't take too long, and you see Bablano kind of look around, perked up as if, you know, oh, who's going to come and be a customer? And then he sees you, and you see a little grin on his face as he takes off his hat, and you see Tina the Frog, and he puts his hat to his chest and does a little bow, and he's like, pleasure to see you again.
Hello, Bablano. Hi, Tina. How are your travels?
Oh, it was just great. Thank you for your, very kind directions.
Of course. Happy to help. Just a little curious. How do you know who I am?
You see him raise his eyebrow a little, and he goes, oh, I guess you wouldn't know. How old are you? Sorry, this is a little bit of a weird question, but how old are you?
Zasha takes a moment to do the math in her head. I think I'm 19?
Oh, yeah. You probably wouldn't know him then. See, I thought humans had better memories than that. We met you when you were a wee youngin'. My family and I, we used to work for your family. Well, not me specifically, but my dad used to work for your family.
And Zasha kind of chuckles at being called a human.
Oh, sorry.
And
Elves.
She laughs and she's just like, okay. And she starts thinking, do I remember a family of like goblins that used to work for my family?
Roll me a history check.
All right. Guidance myself. 11.
So, you cannot think of a time that you met a goblin, like when you were a child. So when the time that this person is talking about seeing you, it might have been a little before you could, retain memories. However, you have heard, your mom and dad, probably they were talking about, a specific doctor that, was kicked out by your aunt. And it kind of clicks for you because you remember them saying Dr. Scovilium Pepper.
Jesus Christ.
Good gracious. I love it.
Your dad, Dr. Scovilium.
Yes, sirree. If you want, I can bring you back to the crew. I hope you don't mind. The house is a little bit crazy right now because Aunt Charlie came over, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you should totally come visit us.
I would absolutely love to do that. Would it be all right if I brought the rest of my adventuring party with?
Oh, yeah. That's more than okay.
Okay. Could you just, I guess, if I could have the directions so that I can just meet up with my group to make sure that we're all on the same page, and we'll come by in a day or so.
Yeah. So you just pop down that hole, and then you look for the big pepper down the street.
Okay.
You can't miss it, honestly. Unless you're blind.
None of us are blind, thankfully.
Oh, that's good
We
then.
have been able to manage not going blind, but I know your dad could help with that. It's really, really good to see you. I hope we're gonna see you soon again. Have a great day. I have to head back to one of my adventuring party members, but I'll see you in a bit. Really good to see you, Boblano.
It was great seeing you too. And he waves, and then he looks down at like a little pocket watch he pulls out, and he goes, "Oh!" and he starts running towards the hole. I'm gonna be late.
Bye, Tina.
You hear a croak from the frog. His hat.
Yay. And I go back to Lucian because I realize I probably shouldn't just like wander around a city by myself.
All right, and
But I'm much more excited.
Lucian, you're headed to the Mistral's Gears and Garb.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or are you just browse?
Browsing if there's any armor. That would be an upgrade to what he has, or maybe at least is equivalent, so he can not wear the armor of the people that have been made his life hell.
Makes sense. What's the armor that you have right now? Chainmail?
Yeah.
Does Lucian share this goal to find new armor with Zasha?
No, that's all in his head.
Okay. Can Sasha do an insight check to see what Lucian is looking for?
Sure. Lucian,
Well.
how hidden are you making your facial expressions?
Subtlety is not exactly his strong suit.
All right. You see that he's looking at armor. Specifically, he's in the aisle with all the armor.
Sweet. Sasha is going to be the girl bestie that helps him choose a new fit.
A queen.
She is here to be the hype man. She's so ready.
Alright, just doing some quick Googling. I need to remember I put D&D 5e on there, so that way it doesn't tell me what real chainmail costs. Alright, so... So there are a couple options that you find that one is probably more in your price range, while the other one is a little bit far-fetched. But you find kind of... Sorry. Whoops. You find a piece of chainmail that has a label on it that says +1 chainmail. It looks a little bit dinged up, looks a little bit old. But because of that, there's a big sale price on it that says it only costs 400 gold for the +1 chainmail. You also find some plate armor. Which is... You find some half plate armor that is 750 gold.
Alright, so what's our price range? What are we looking at?
It would help if I could click on my inventory and look at my own stuff to see what I have. And how much gold do I have? 116. So I'm gonna look at the 400 price tag and then walk over to the keep or whatever the guy was.
Yeah.
And then just start taking out stuff. So 4 javelins, a warhammer, 2 scimitars.
You're killing me, buddy. Alright, hold on, let me get a calculator. Alright. You said 4 warhammers?
4 javelin.
4 javelin, sorry. Times 4. Okay, so 4 javelin, 2 scimitars.
2 scimitars.
Alright.
a warhammer if you didn't get it, and then a normal longsword.
And then a normal longsword. Alright. Is that all you put out?
And also, oh wait, what else I got? Oh, I have this jade rosary.
Motherfucker.
And then also the armor he's currently wearing would be being exchanged.
Alright.
Lucian just actively starts stripping in the store.
I mean, I was imagining you just tossing him armor, and considering chainmail weighs 55 pounds a piece, just being crushed under a pile of armor.
Okay. So, and then regular chainmail. How much does that cost? All right. All of that. He tallies it up, sorts through it, gets a little bit sad that you throw your chainmail at him, but kind of shrugs it off. It seems like this has happened a lot to him.
I didn't take it off yet.
Oh, okay.
Just in case.
You just like grab at your chainmail and also this.
Like pointing at it, like, yeah.
Okay. He goes, I can give you 160 gold for all of this. Javelins are not that expensive.
And then I don't need it. I'm not going to use them in the end. And then at least I guess I'll take the dinged up ones, and I'm going to point out, like, see if I can get a discount on it. Like,
Roll.
on the sale already, saying I've seen dinged up armor before, and I'm going to have to fix this.
Alright, roll me a persuasion check.
And I give him the help action.
How are you helping?
I am going to agree and say that any sort of discount to the price would be reasonable considering the amount of work that needs to go into restoring it.
Alright, roll me a persuasion check to help.
Oh, she's rolling one.
She is rolling one first, yes. We're not going to punish people here, so you don't make it worse, but the gnome kind of just ignores you, for the most
Cool.
part. Sorry about
That's
that.
fine.
But Lucian, hold on one second. I have a chart here of like NPC tudes. Yeah, with a 17, the gnome thinks about it for a little bit, and does some math, which I'm going to do. And says he can bring it down to 350 instead of 400.
What did he say the total was for the stuff selling again? Was it 160?
160.
Okay.
How much do you have?
I think I have 116 gold, so I think it's 74 short.
Okay, Zasha can spot the 74. Is this a place that I could sell the sun pendant at?
If you try to, shopkeep will kind of put up his hands and go, "Oh, I don't do magic trinkets. You're gonna have to go up to the university board for that."
Oh, okay. That's perfectly fine. And yeah, I'll spot you the... You said 74?
350 minus 160.
Now you have to do math. Ha ha!
Minus 160 minus 116, 74.
Okay, yeah. So I will do that because I have gold pieces to spare.
All right. Please subtract that gold from your inventories, and I'm going to delete your items that you're trading in. Javelins, delete. Warhammer, delete. Scimitar, delete. Chainmail, delete. And then dragging over chainmail +1. And equipping it to you.
That was so much fun, Lucian. You look so good in your new armor. It's so fancy.
Sorry, I will respond to that in a second. Ashley, was the Jade Rosary involved in that sale?
Absolutely, yes. I just forgot to delete it. Thank you for
All
reminding
right,
me.
just making sure. Okay, and to Zasha's thing, he's gonna say, like, yeah, it'll also be nice not having a giant target on the back because of what armor I'm wearing now.
It's funny you should
That's reasonable.
say that. Lucian, as you were walking with Zasha just before making this purchase, can you roll me a d20? Noted.
I don't like that.
It's okay. Alright, you now have this new chainmail that does not have kind of the fixins that the Legion usually has on their armor. And you wonder to yourself, why haven't you replaced this armor earlier? And I think that's it. I guess at that point, Lucian and Zasha would probably head back. A couple hours would have passed because Nisara got a little lost. And then Nisara would head back, and it would probably be around, like, 2:30, 3 o'clock by the time you guys meet back up.
And I guess as Nisara is arriving back, I am excitedly explaining to the rest of the group that Bablano is in the city, and we have to go meet him and his family because they used to work for my family, and that's where I knew Bablano from.
Oh yeah, Bavlano.
Yeah, and Tina is like as cute as ever.
Yeah, Tina's pretty good. All right. Oh wait, no, I never saw Tina before because I remember I got mad at Amraphel about that because I didn't get woken up. Okay, it's like, and then Luther gets really excited. It's like, yeah, I need to see that frog.
Yeah. Exactly. But if there are other places we have to go, I told him we could probably swing by tomorrow. And he told me where to find him and his family.
Okay, that's good. I do have some stops to make.
All right. Are you guys, where are you guys headed next? I would say.
I want to go start hitting those bars. It's my objective.
All right. There are 3 bars that you were told of. There's the Blushing Mermaid, which is across the tracks. There is Mother Pathlorn's House of Pleasure up in the castle ward. And then you were told that there was one down in New Dobland. But the tiefling didn't really know too much about that area.
I think that makes it an easy mermaid into pleasure house into a hole in the ground, just by virtue of which order I would hit them.
All right. Are the rest of you guys following?
I don't see why not.
All right. So we will pick up next time with you guys traveling to the Blushing Mermaid. And yeah, we're going to end 2 minutes